Hello, welcome back. We're gonna play some 3 minute and see how that goes. I need to put it over there, I think. Playing Dark Knight, who's a very good player actually. Yeah, I got a little bit of comments about my video yesterday on Chessable. About Chessable comments. And so E5 idea is knight f5, win the bishop pair. Not that that gives me that much, but it gives me some slight long-term edge. Yeah. Maybe this move. Queen d2 looks logical. And maybe h4, h5 is also coming into the equation. Although now you can play queen f8. Or it still does like f3. Yeah, or bishop e2 is a move. Bishop e2 goes knight c5, right? So that's no good. Maybe this. Obviously, I don't even want to take a draw there. You can go knight h5, sack a pawn. G4, knight f4. Yeah, let's play this. In fact, bishop f6 was a good move there. I was careless. Now he's back in the game. He's probably going to sack a pawn. Yeah, so I'll take the pawn, see what happens. There is bishop a6, which is annoying. So really he could have won the game already. This is why it becomes frustrating. It's just bishop takes f6 was winning on the spot. I was distracting myself all the talking. Wasn't really focusing. Okay, he had knight b3, but that would have been surely a lost position. Because you could just, you know, win the knight back on a1. So now I'm distracted. I think bishop a6, I could try b3, but he does have queen g7 and a4. Yeah, so somebody was complaining about my comments about the guy's grammar, which is fair enough. I was mocking his grammar, which he didn't appreciate. Okay, can I go king d2? I'm going to go knight b3, trade and go b5. This move I missed. Yeah, this is what I mean. Like, it's just stupid game because I'm being distracted. When I actually had a win on the spot with bishop takes f6. So my rating's plummeting. It's quite hard to do banter blitz as well. You know, fair play to someone like Nakamura, who's able to pull that off. Yeah, so maybe a6, trade, go e5. Okay, that's actually kind of an annoying move, right? Okay, I can go here. He's got knight d5. Okay, he wants to go. Okay, yeah, this is kind of annoying what he's doing here. If he goes bishop, yeah, maybe this, and then if bishop b6 and queen c6. I'm not sure about the theory here. I've got a good score against this guy, like 7-2. Hang on a minute. He wants knight d5 maybe, yeah. But then I can take and go, okay, let's just trade. Okay, he's taking with a rook, which surprises me, but probably not that bad. Probably go rook d3. No, I was surprised at that. I thought he'd go rook d3. d5, he can move the bishop, the queen, right? But where does he move the queen? There's d5, queen, oh no, it's queen a5, right? Yeah, I was trying to show that I'm 7-2 up. But this is okay. I could simply develop. There's no need. I think you should have gone rook d3 to c3 actually. Parvo sounds like a Finnish name. So yeah, the guy was going on about how I was mocking his spelling, and it's a fair point because Yeah, so if I take it, if I castle, he'll go knight e5. And in general, he wants... so maybe I want to go like rook d7 and then castle, because rook d6 was maybe also a threat. Just given at the exchange. So I've got to nullify rook d6. So now he's going to try and... Yeah, so I was mocking the guy's spelling, but it's true that he's a foreign person, and his spelling of English is far better than my spelling would be of French and German or Spanish or whatever. Yes, and finally he's going for the right plan, which is rook. Rook. So can I go here, and then if he goes here, just go queen b7 and get away with that? I'm still ready to castle. Once I castle, I think I'm in good shape. I'm in good shape. Okay, but still I can castle. If he goes rook a3, I've got rook a8. So it should be okay. So he's going for some kind of endgame. It could go queen e4 actually. Queen e4 he can take, but then b4 maybe. There's like b4. There's also rook a8 as an option. Rook a8, queen b5, rook a2. Do I flick in b4 first? b4 has rook c8. So maybe I'll flick this in. He goes queen b5, I take on a2. Oh, it's completely overlooked that move. It's really careless. Is rook d8 anything? Okay, probably I want to take and go king h7, right? I'm getting short of time as well. So something like b4 is probably a good move. Okay, trade. Okay, start to roll with these pawns. So I want to go d5. Bishop a2 is not yet a thing. Yeah, maybe d5 and then try and go d4. But this is all going to be all about how well I coordinate this position. So d4 and then rook a7, but he's got... Yeah, he's got bloody... okay, I can still do this. I can try this. Knight d3, rook a2, bishop b4, right? Okay, I'm going to trade rooks and then keep the bishop pair. But this is not winning. It's a draw. It should be a draw objectively, but both of us have chances. He's probably going to push the b pawn. Yeah. Okay, let's try and stop the b pawn. Wow, that's a blunder. That's a shocking blunder. Okay, maybe not. Maybe this is what he intended. This is going to be very tough to win. Okay, now I'm winning f4. Yeah, this is winning now. Okay, so take. I've forgotten how to win this ending actually. Yeah, I've forgotten how to win this ending. This is so long since I've had it. Yeah, I've forgotten how to win it. This is a problem. It's so long since I had it. So bad start. Half out. I really should have got 2 out of 2. The positions that I had. It can be. This is why I said I don't really like playing online because it can become incredibly frustrating. So this guy's rated. Yeah, I need to. I need to get the. Yeah, this guy's rated 24-24. I need to get the ratings. I've not really captured the entire screen as well as I should have done. Yeah, so it becomes incredibly frustrating when you know you're having winning positions and you know you should be putting away these players and somehow you're not. It can become incredibly frustrating. Yeah, so d5 is a little bit weak here. I've got to be slightly careful. He's very active as well. You could play queen b6, or you could maybe try queen a5 as another option. That move I missed. Okay, there's knight f5 now. If he castles, could I consider d6 maybe? Well, actually he's got d6 himself. But that leads to a very interesting position. d6, knight, g7, bishop h6. Which he's gone for. Yeah, objectively, it's funny actually, I was analysing a position like this with Peter Large recently. He can also go king e7, that's another option. Probably the best option actually. And I was saying this is actually good for white. But he didn't really believe it. But, well actually he was partly true, but not the line we actually analysed. But so bishop a5 now maybe. So I could try bishop g5. If he goes bishop a5, I could try bishop g5. And that move surprises me because, you know, I would have thought that, you know, taking the, so bishop f5, I could go b4. Maybe I should try b4. He has got knight a6, knight e6, okay. So I want to develop this bishop. e3, queen f5, right? This move's good. I missed that move. There's still e3, but it's not very good here. Okay, I'm going to try this and then... No, but now he's got knight c5, right? Knight e5. Okay, this is just very sharp. I'm quite a lot up on time now, so that's something in my favour. It's important that I win a game. I'm really not doing very well on rating. And, okay, now I'm at g4. I'm fairly happy. He's probably going to try and hit this pawn somehow. Maybe I can get castled. My king looks a bit loose when I castle, but it shouldn't be the end of the world. Okay, I don't think he's necessarily threatening to take because I can just play rook d1. Or even take on e4, so I don't think he's necessarily threatening to take. He's gone h5, so now I'm going to try and force him to take. Doesn't want to take. There is f6 here. So can I get away with knight e4 or bishop e4 or bishop d4 is another option. Bishop d4, queen f5. Well, yeah, maybe this. Queen f5 does knight e4, right? Aha, this move I missed. But it does drop g7 eventually, I would imagine. Okay, start with this. There's rook e1, there's bishop g7, f g2, rook. Bishop g7 is dropping c2, that's no good. There's rook e1 and... okay, I'm going to try rook e1 because I don't want him hitting my rook at the end. So we'll try this. Oh, I blundered queen g4, which is really, really careless. So I'm having an absolute mare at the moment. Partly rust, I think. Partly rust from not playing enough recently. I'm in danger of falling below 2600, which would be really embarrassing. But yeah, it can be hard to play blitz, you know, online. You're playing good players. Yeah, a lot of these guys are, you know, they spend their entire lives playing chess. They're kind of sad. Yeah, so the problem with a6 he goes, or maybe b6. So slowly go a6. The problem with a6 is a5, I think. That was also playable, but now I'm gradually going to go b5. So this guy is also quite a decent player. Okay, I'll try b4. So I want to take, maybe go rook b2. How do I make progress? If I go rook b2, he's got knight c4, right? So this is already a tricky position for me. Maybe e6 is an option, but rook a6 might run into. Not a very good move. Not playing very well today. Not very accurate chess at all. I feel like I haven't played well in general, but it's just like maybe the rust is partly kicking in. And okay, you can take and go f4, but I think actually exchanging a pair of minor pieces favours me because I'm lacking space here. And I want to get rook b2 in. You know, this is the key move. Try and put a bit of pressure on his queenside. Another question I would ask viewers, do you feel that playing, you know, watching banter blitz actually helps your chess? This is a question I always wonder, you know, does it actually help your chess, right? Playing banter blitz. Watching banter blitz, I should say. Because I kind of feel like it doesn't. You know, that's just my cynical view. He's going to go rook b1. This is the problem move. Maybe rook b1, I would just go rook b8. I mean, I feel like maybe it helps your chess to some degree, some very slight degree. I mean, there's always e5 ideas hitting the knight on c6 as well. That's got another thing I've got to watch out for. If he takes and goes rook b1, I just go queen a2. I mean, that looks like a blunder because of bishop c3. That's my immediate gut feeling. Is some sort of blunder. He can take on b2 and go rook b1, but then I go queen a2. And if he takes on c3, I take on b1. And otherwise, I'm going to go bishop c3 and be better. Bishop d4, sorry. So now, ideally, I want to go check. And maybe bishop d4. There's also, yeah. I'll probably try check and then bishop d4, right? I want to exchange this bishop. I think he'll go bishop d2, keep the bishop pair. There is knight b4 here. He can go queen b3, so it might just be a bad move, actually. That move I missed. Yeah, he's making it tricky for me. Maybe he wants f5. Very tricky position, actually. Maybe I'll just go here. I guess he goes f5, right? He wanted e5, right? Okay, so if I take and go queen c2, how about... Oh no, he's got bishop b4, right? So I could take and go... Yeah, not so clear what I do here. I could take and go queen b1, back to b1. If rook... you can't go rook f2. Takes on b4, take with the queen. Very tricky position. Maybe I'm threatening queen d3. So queen d3 now. If he trades on b4, trade on f3. Okay, this I missed. So let's try, and we're going to try and get knight d3 in. He's got that move, which I missed as well. Still going to try knight, and now he's got bishop f3. I've not actually got any threats now. Maybe rook b8 is a threat. So rook b8 is a threat. Actually, I can take on e5 now, maybe. I can take on e5. He'll probably... okay, but now knight c4, surely I'm doing well, right? Yeah, so that was a good win. So finally I got off the mark. Not very convincing, but a win is a win. The thing is, time goes so quickly as well when you're playing blitz chess. You know, you play for like, it seems like 10 minutes, and in fact it's 30 minutes. I've lost track of how many times I played this variation, but I think it's quite good for white. Because now I'm either going to win the bishop pair, or also the light square bishops, or yeah, that's not a bad move he's played there actually. There is knight e2 to go to f4. I want to go maybe knight e6 is now a threat. He's covered that, which is annoying. So I could take and go queen b3, because now I'm threatening rook h7. Also threatening b7 pawn, which is... I mean, I probably won't take on b7, but, you know, something for him to think about. But also, how does he actually meet the threat of taking on h7? Which he's obviously seen because he's slowed down. Yeah, that's how he's meeting it. But now that I do have queen takes b7... which is winning a pawn. Very important pawn. Okay, this I missed, which is very careless of me. For some reason I thought he couldn't do that. I forgot his rook is defended by the knight. So if he takes on... Is it difficult for him to defend c6 very effectively? He's tried that move. Yeah, which is a reasonable move. I guess I'll try and take the pawn. Okay, yeah, this knight d5 is critical, but maybe not the best. There's also knight d3 as an option. I'll try knight d3, which defends the pawn. Again, probably not a very accurate move. Probably not the best move. You can go bishop d6, for example. Okay, I'm going to try and bring the rook into the game. He might try rook b6, or he's going to try some kind of attack, right? Like queen f3, g5. But that's a double-edged sword because he's weakening his king side as well. So I'm going to try knight d5 and try and... He can take on b2, win the pawn back. That's probably what he'll do. Yeah, good move. If I take on b2, he'll take back. Maybe rook b1 and just try to trade. I mean, he's probably about equal this. Okay, there's queen d7 as an option. Yeah, I misplayed this very badly because I should have been a lot better, and now it's just equal. I mean, I'm not worse, I don't think, but it's equal. Okay, there's rook c6. He does have queen d7. Maybe queen d7, knight b4 is a move. Or queen c4, actually. So I'm afraid to take this pawn. How does he defend the pawn? You could also go queen b7. Or queen a7, more active. So he's gone for activity. I feel like e4 is the way here. If I take on f4, he's going to take back. E4, and then this e4 might become relevant, but yeah, double-edged sword because now he's got g4, that move as well, which I missed. Okay, I can just take though. Okay, push the pawn, try and threaten queen e4. Yeah, I'm looking good now, but still a long way to go. So queen e4, and then I'm fully centralized. Take the pawn, threaten rook b7. If rook e8 and rook b7. Yeah, so what's his threat? Maybe he wants queen h3, right? Got to be careful, that rook is hanging, so let's try not to lose the rook. Rook d6 now, win the... Queen d5 maybe is an option. Just don't even bother to exchange rooks. I'm going to try and push this pawn like e6. Threaten rook d7 and e7. Don't think he's got... Yeah, he's just resigned. So I outplayed that guy at least. That's something. This guy gives me a lot of problems. I'm 9-6 down against him. He's going to take. No, he doesn't want to take. He's played some kind of semi-Slav structure, which is fair enough. Okay, he's gone for the most active continuation. Again, aggressive player. Surprised he took the knight, but that's not bad. I guess he just wants rook c8, right? So I could go e4 and queen a4, queen b3, but just take on d4, right? If a3 goes rook c8, maybe then I can go queen a4. No. I guess, yeah, he'll go rook c8, I think. It's quite a sensible move. Maybe queen d3, but it looks very slow. Yeah, so queen d3, my idea is if he takes, to take with a queen, so that it's difficult for him, yeah, so he's actually avoided that, which is sensible. Yeah, okay, so e5 maybe is an option. Okay, could I try 94? So if he castles, I might have knight g5. I feel like I need to stay ahead on the clock against this guy. There's also, yeah, knight g5 is an option. Let's say he tries g6. There is queen e4. If he takes on d4, I tried queen h4, but then he has h5, right? But then g4. I think he'll move the rook, so he's got knight f8 options. That's the most sensible. But then I could go queen h4. So here... He does have f6. No, f6, knight e6, right? There's probably a good tactical response to all this. Knight e5, knight e5. That doesn't quite work because g5 is defended. So you're going to take a while and then come up with something clever. He actually can go king g7 here. Takes rook h8. That's also another option. But then h6 check is a typical way to respond to that. So a lot to think about for black. He's gone for that variation. But h6, and I think he will take actually, because if he goes king g, well, yeah, that is also possible. Actually, I kind of missed that. There is h7 here though, right? Try and threaten queen h6. I'll probably try king e8. Very sharp position. Yeah, so knight e4, there's knight e5. It's probably good for me, this position, but still very tricky. He's going to try and bring the bishop back to f8. Okay, there's bishop g7 now. He will be concerned about knight e6 either. Yeah, so he stopped knight e6, which is sensible. Maybe rook e1. I need to play a lot more instinctively now. Threaten to take on d4. No, he's got that move. So queen g3, maybe h4, h5 is an option. It's very important not to lose this h7 pawn too easily. If he goes rook c1, yeah, this is very critical now. There is knight e4 sometimes. Okay, we'll try this. Very, very sharp position. There's knight e4 on the card sometimes. Yeah, this is a good move, but I can take and go rook c1 maybe. And try and win that pawn. Okay. There's still knight, and I'm way up on the clock, so he's got to be very careful about his clock now. Let's step out of the pin. He's just resigned. Good. So now I've got Nemec coaching. Never heard of him. At least I'm creeping up to kind of reasonable sort of, 2650 levels. But yeah, I think somebody was saying actually the other day that there's been a lot of deflation on the rating system recently. Which would make sense. Maybe queen b8 and then d5. Just try and break out of the bind. I don't know if this actually works for me because I'm very behind in development now, so probably I've misplayed this already. You can go bishop c4 or bishop e4 is another option. Bishop e4 just trying to win a pawn. He's gone there, which slightly surprises me. Don't think that was a very accurate move. There's bishop g4, for example. Actually, bishop g4 does look reasonable. Just try to get, yeah, that's very sensible. So queen d8 will now run into maybe rook d7. A queen f8 at some point is quite reasonable. So should we take or maybe we go rook d5? Okay, we take. You should be solid enough for a draw, but maybe no more than that. Maybe I'm worse actually. because yeah, he can also win that file, which is kind of annoying. Got to be careful. I think he'll go b4, and then if a6, then a4. Yeah, which is again very annoying. Like a4, maybe king f7. If b5, trade knight a5, but not knight e7 because. Okay, if b5, I take probably, right? And that move surprises me. It's not bad. Actually, there's also knight d4 now. So he takes and goes rook there. I've got rook d7, so I'm okay. I mean, I'm not better here. It's just equal, but objectively, it was always equal. Maybe he was better at the opening. So I go here, and then yeah, there should be a draw. Yeah, I'm slightly surprised at that move because now I can go here. Oh, he has that move. Now he's ready for king d3, right? But I've got b5, so I could argue I'm very tiny bit better because of b4 is quite a significant weakness. So maybe let's start with h5. He's going to go h3, right? No, he's not going to do any of that. Okay, we'll try and bring the king across. But he does have rook checks. Yeah, so this is the critical variation. Okay, we'll tickle him a little bit, as Nakamura would say. That's just king d5 to c4. So king d5, rook d2, king c4, rook d7, take on. Yeah, it's just a draw, right? And if king here, he goes rook check, again, same issues. But maybe I can't do anything more than a draw. I could try this move. He could also try rook e2. Okay, I'll try this. Because if he tries, I think he'll try rook e2 here actually. Although didn't there's rook e4. So this is my idea to try and. Oh, he's got rook c2. But now the problem is here he goes here, right? Maybe check first. Oh, but now he can try to come out to h5, which I missed. Okay, it's very annoying. I missed this. So you can try like king here. I could well lose this as well, you know, make a draw. Yeah, he's going to try rookie, so it's very significant. So maybe this. Oh, but now he's got rook e4. What am I doing? This is so bad. Well, that move also good. Yeah, I'm losing. Yeah, I was stupid. Really, I should have just taken a draw there. I seem to be very bad at rook and pawn endgames. It's really moronic. Okay. I have to go out in a minute as well. So it's probably be like the penultimate game. Not a very good session, it has to be said, but you know, it is what it is. So this guy's playing very aggressively. He's kind of put all his pieces on the correct squares. Maybe c4, try and break back at his centre. Bishop g3. That move surprised me because now at least I can win the bishop pair. Yeah, I think that last game was just careless. I should have just taken a draw and moved on because he had a similar rating to me anyway. So what, you know, a lot of it is about avoiding any kind of nasty damage, right? He doesn't really want to take with a pawn because, well, now he loses a pawn. But how to take? I think you take that way, right? But he can move the queen now, which is kind of annoying. Well, that really surprises me because now surely I'm a lot better. I'm just a pawn up in the... Does f3, for example? Now I'm just a pawn up. I feel like I'm a pawn up for nothing here. A pawn up with a better position because of the bishop pair. Of course, a lot of work to be done. Okay, he wants f5, so I've got to be careful. Defend the bishop. So I think the key with this position is just to grind away at him, like. Yeah, maybe rook c3. I'm probably going to misplay this. A lot about blitz is keeping your head, you know, just keeping your head around you, like, don't make any silly mistakes and you're going to win a lot of blitz games. Okay, I don't really understand that move. I think he wants bishop b5 maybe, but, or knight b5. The knight b5 doesn't feel like it doesn't really do much. Feels like it does much. There is a4 eventually to prod him. But a4 is possible, yeah. So if he moves the knight to d6, do I have bishop 8? No, yeah. I think I'll go b3. He doesn't have any. He doesn't have it. I don't think he had, like, you could go f5 here. There's bishop a6 now. Does that work? He doesn't have knight. No, he's got knight e4 and take, right? Okay, I'm starting to get a little bit short of time, so I've got to be slightly careful. Maybe I'll move the bishop back. Hit h5. Kind of feel I'm going to blunder. One of us is going to blunder in a minute. It kind of feels that way, right? Okay, let's move. Hit his knight, make it awkward for him. Okay, now bishop e6. Is that possible now? Does it work now? I feel like it works now, but he's still got bishop e4, right? Yeah, I'm going to try it. He's got bishop e4. This is a problem. Bishop e4, I can start trading. That's some kind of progress. Okay, that move surprised me because now I'm just like more mature up. And now I'm threatening. Well, a6 should be winning. He can move the bishop, maybe. Yeah, that's also an option. So there's b4. There's bishop. There's bishop a4, maybe. I could trade here. If he takes a rook, I take on b7. So now check. Take, and then take on b7. He's got rook b8, right? But it still feels like a way to go. Bishop c4. Okay, let's set a little trap, because if bishop b3, then rook d4, but he's seen through it. So now we'll try this. There's check and rook g7. No, let's try this one. Okay, this is a winning position, so I just need to make sure that I allowed rook f6. It's so poor. Okay, let's just try bishop e4. Okay, I want rook c7 and rook c6. Come on. Come on, come on! That's what you get. That's what you get. That's what you get for keep playing your totally lost position, man. Come on, come on, come on! Do you know what I mean? There's people like that annoy me. The way they just play on and on and on and on. It's just totally lost, man. Just accept you're lost and just resign. Yeah, I feel like the only reason I'm staying at this rubbishy 26-43 level is I just haven't played much. You know, I just have not played, and you know, that does hurt. That does harm you, like in the long run. Okay, got to get c5 in, yeah. So he's done that. Okay, I'm going to take. Develop the bishop. Generally speaking, you go. Maybe knight e4 is an option. There's also knight b6. Knight b6 you can take, or you can move the bishop. Bishop b5, I've got knight d5, right? I'm probably doing okay here. I think he'll move the rook. I think he'll play something like rook d1. Okay, so this is my idea. Knight d5 and then I get knight c3. This is always a problem for white in this variation, is this weakness. But that's a good move because now he is getting out knight c3 with tempo and also attacking g7. Yeah, also a good move. So he's playing lots of good moves here. It felt like bishop c4 was a good move. Rook d1 again, I probably expect something like rook d1, yeah. Also not bad. But now I'm ready with e5 at some point. So I kind of want to move the queen here. I could be blundering knight f4. Our bishop pair in the long run are going to be very useful. I like my position. I do have a slight back rank problem as well. And e5 might run into some tactics, but I can't see what the tactics are, I must admit. So e5 might actually be working here. Might have even worked the previous move. Maybe it was just good. But I think he was ready to sack and start smashing down the d-file. I think he's probably going to do that anyway. So the subtle way to play is just bishop b7, right? Now I'm threatening e5. He does have a bit of a problem. I think he'll play something like bishop b6. But yeah, I got all sorts of moves. Yeah, somehow this has just not gone well for him. Not sure why, but this position looks very bad for white already. Bishop f4 is obviously a possibility, yeah, but now the problem I think with that move is knight c3, for example, is very unpleasant for him. And then I'm ready with e5, or yeah, I'll try e5 and then kick his knight. He does have knight e2 now, which is kind of annoying. I kind of missed. Yeah, now he's back in the game. I've allowed him back in the game, which is annoying, yeah. I don't seem to have any immediate killer blows. He's going to try for some kind of bishop c7 move and try and exchange that pair of bishops. There are ideas of going bishop a6 to d3. So my idea was to maybe keep the bishop pair. And actually b3 is still very bad from this position because I think b3 is very weak. But that's a good move because now I could try queen f5 or knight g5 as another option. Yeah, it's another annoying move that he's come out with. Knight c5 doesn't quite work. Maybe try queen f5 if it doesn't blunder anything. I thought he couldn't take because now I'm threatening mate. If f3 does queen e3, which is good for black. And then I get bishop d5 and b3 is now chronically weak. I feel like I'm finishing in style on this session, which is good. I've had like a slightly suspicious session. Yeah, I mean, you know, that pawn will drop off. There's no need to take it immediately. I will win that pawn. There's no question. Famous last words. That move I missed. Okay, so we're going to try this now. He does. Okay, that move. Okay, still I've got problems with. Maybe he wants rook b2 or something. Yeah, that's a good move. Okay, we'll try bishop g8, and if no, he's got rook d7 now. Okay, I'm trying to set up queen a4. He needs something big here, otherwise he's just dead lost. That's big. There's queen a4, there's bishop d5. Is bishop d5 working here? There's queen d5. That doesn't work. There's queen e6. It doesn't work either. The queen e6 may work. Hit his rook. If he trades everything off, I'm winning. Okay, now we're ready with b3. We want queen b4. Ah, this I missed. Yeah, bishop 7. Rook b8. Simple rook b8 move. Queen d8. If rook c1, queen d4. Oh, he's got, yeah. So at least I finished the session in style. It wasn't a good session, but I finished it in style. So thanks for watching, everybody. I'll be back, and I will crack 2700 very shortly, I'm sure.